or to go to work in a gym. I always say bring a resume with you, and it's pretty easy to create a resume. There's templates out there. If you have a Mac or a Windows machine, there's templates built into the word processors. I think that's going to set people ahead of maybe 99% of people who walk into a gym and have no resume. Because resume is not only getting in front of people, but also having them remember you. I also suggest that people, rip jeans out of the question. You don't have to wear a three-piece suit or anything like that, but a collared shirt, some nice slacks or something like that is really important. And then, when you finally do get that interview, I think one of the missed opportunities for people who are walking into in a gym situation for the very first time. Usually they ask you a lot of questions, what are your strengths, where you want to be in 5 years. But at some point during that interview, they always ask people, do you have any questions for me? And a lot of people say, no, not at all. I'll see you later. And I say, no, that's probably the worst thing you can do. You should ask questions.
Yes.
Hopefully questions, probing questions that'll make them think and hopefully get them to remember you longer. Like, for example, how many clients does the average personal trainer have? Not the best, the average.
Mm-hmm.
You know the average salary. That'll give you an idea of, can you make your car payment if you're going to work there? How am I going to get my clients? Am I going to have to go out to the gym floor and get my clients myself? Are you going to feed me clients? If so, who's feeding me clients? Is it the sales staff? Is it the fitness director, etc.? I want to know these questions. And I'm also big on asking people, what's your emergency procedures at the gym like? We're not going into specifics. I've heard horror stories of what goes on in some gyms during medical emergencies. And I've also heard good stories as well. But I think asking about those medical emergency situation scenarios, I think that's a good idea. What are those rules? And if the rule is, hey, we just call 911, well, that's not an emergency situation.